Craig, it was obviously a tough and sort of pretty heated in the end encounter last night. Does it feel like 2 points dropped though, rather than one game?
Yeah, I think so. I think always at home we want to be winning the games and picking up as many points as possible. But having said that, Newcastle were a good side, obviously made the grand final last year and could easily have won it. So I think they'll be a strong team this year. But we've been struck with a few injuries, particularly up front. So we've had to change around and play a little bit out of position with some players, and I think we've adapted reasonably well. I think obviously once we get all the players fit and in that position particularly, then I think our game will be much stronger.
And it was, I guess, the big talking point at the end, the incident between Moss and Blackwood. How did you see it yourself?
From the bench, to me it looked like a penalty. Watching it back, I still think it's probably a penalty. I think Moss comes for the ball and doesn't get it, but the referee's there to make the decision and they've gone the other way. So I don't think if it goes our way, maybe obviously we can get the win, but I think overall the draw was probably a fair result.
Nice little goal from yourself, mate. Must have been happy with that.
Yeah, very happy to get off the mark for the season. I don't usually score them with my head, so yeah, happy with that. Obviously a great ball from Mickey. But yeah, obviously nice to get on the score sheet, but we need to be picking up obviously all 3 points at home, I think.
Across all competitions, it's now 4 goals on your return to the Reds. Have you been impressed with your output?
Yeah, I'm reasonably happy with the way it's gone so far. Obviously starting with the FFA Cup and now in the league. I think I've still got a way to go as well. I don't think I'm at my best form yet. I still think I need to get a bit more fitness. I think the viral infection I had a couple of weeks ago knocked a bit out of me, so I'm still trying to find my full fitness. I'm getting a good 70 minutes out, and once I can hit a good 90 and be more consistent with the fitness, then I think my overall game will improve as well.
Mate, you touched on it before with the injuries. Blackwood out. Like, how much of an issue is it with your strike power down?
Yeah, I think it makes a massive difference, because we're now playing with Benny's been playing up top, and it's not his natural position, and then Straney's playing on the wing, and that's not his natural position. So obviously it's not just the striker position. Miluzanic has been injured for most of the pre-season. Kiddo's injured as well. So it is something we've struggled a little bit with to start the season, but hopefully we can have as many players as possible back and fit, and I think it'll give us that extra depth to really have better options in those positions, and I think, like I said, it'll change our game.
Mate, just on the FFA Cup, how important is it for the Reds to lift up this bit of silverware? Massive.
I think obviously we've won it once, and I think the way it happened last year with losing in the grand final in extra time against Sydney. So it's a massive game. It's a cup final, it's a chance to win silverware, and it's a chance for all the players in the squad to edge our name, I guess, in Adelaide history. So, and to win it in front of a packed out Coopers is really special. So hopefully we can get over the line.
Mate, it is silverware, but it would make it a bit sweeter that it's against Sydney FC.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, obviously losing to them in the grand final last year, if we can win, especially in front of our home crowd against Sydney, it'll be a very special moment.
How unlucky is it for George Blackwood at the moment to be out with that collarbone?
Yeah, I think really disappointed for him. Obviously, he came on and I think he changed the game for us. He gave us that target man up front, and he was involved in a lot of things when he came on. And I think it's just disappointing because he's had a couple of niggly injuries in the pre-season, but whenever he's been in, he's been good. So yeah, disappointing to have the fractured collarbone and be out for probably 6 to 8 weeks. But hopefully he can come back as soon as possible, and I know that if he stays fit, he'll definitely be an important player for us.
And Craig, you took a pretty heavy knock yourself late on. How are you sort of feeling after that?
Yeah, I'm okay. Just winded me the way it hit me. But yeah, I think for me basically it was just the fitness, and I started cramping a bit. So I think, like I said before, once I get that match fitness in and that repeat efforts of high speed, then I'll be okay and be able to last 90 minutes and contribute more to the team.
And you've spoken a couple of times there about that home crowd being crucial on Tuesday night. I guess when you came back to the club, mate, that idea of walking out in front of a packed Hindmarsh, heaps of family and friends there and having a chance to win silver, that's obviously what it's all about for you.
Yeah, definitely. And I think for sure some of the best moments of my career have been in front of a packed house at Cooper's, or even Adelaide Oval, obviously, with the grand final. So, the crowd's been fantastic to start the season, and if we can pack it out and get an amazing atmosphere at the Cup final, it's only going to help us.
Mate, sorry, nice question. Blackwood out, what sort of opportunities does that open up for others, especially on Tuesday night?
We'll have to have a look and see what we do in terms of formation and personnel. I think Bubba came on and his knee's still troubling him a little bit. He's done something again to it, so that's disappointing because he's obviously a really important player for us. But yeah, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Nicola is just coming back. Hopefully Kiddo will be fit, and hopefully Mirko's fit to start as well. But yeah, we'll just have to wait and see. But we do have good depth. But when you get 4, 5, 6 injuries, obviously it's unlucky, and it does really test the depth of the squad. But we're confident that no matter who plays, that we can do a job and we can win the game. Obviously, like I said, it's at home, and we played Sydney in round 1 with a lot of injuries, and we're probably the better side. So I think it's going to be a test of the depth of our squad. But like I said, we're really confident that we can go out and win the cup.